Today we are going to be learning about author's purpose. So when we think about author's purpose, it's basically the main reason or reasons why the author wrote a text. So when you're reading something, you need to ask yourself these three questions. Why did the author write this? What does the author want you to learn? And what did the author help you learn? We thought of this cool way for you guys to remember author's purpose. And that is through the word lemonade. When you look at this word, we want you to focus on the last three letters, A-D-E. So you think about, why did the author write this text? Usually there are three reasons why the author wrote something. They're either A, answering something, D, describing something, or E, explaining something. We're going to look at the first letter, which is A. A stands for answer. Does the author ask a question or are they answering a question? Usually you know because they'll start off with a question. And if the author uses a bunch of facts to make a conclusion, then you'll also know that they're probably answering something. Here are some keywords to help you remember. If the text starts off with the words who, what, when, where, why, or because, then usually you'll know that the author is asking a question or answering their own question. Let's look at some examples of books that can be answering or asking a question. Why do zebras have stripes? Where do penguins live? And can people live on the moon? All these examples show us that the author is asking a question, and usually when you're reading it, they'll probably be answering that question for you. Let's look at the next one. The next letter we have is D, describe. Describe. Does the author use adjectives to describe something? So when you're reading a book, is there a lot of adjectives describing something? Is the author using their five senses? Smell and hearing and seeing and tasting? Is there a lot of juicy details about one topic? Here are some keywords to help us determine if the author is describing something. Looks, taste, sound, smell, feel, and actions. If there's a lot of that going on in what you're reading, then usually the author is describing something. Let's look at some examples of what this could look like. All about Rosa Parks, volcanoes, or all about a beach day. These are all great examples of books that could be describing something. Last letter is E, explain. Does the author give you steps on how to do something? So are they showing you how to do something? Are they showing you step-by-step process? Are they using diagrams and action verbs to explain something? Here are some keywords. If the author is using the words like first, next, then, after, finally, last, they're usually trying to explain something. Here are some examples of some books that could be explaining something. The life cycle of a butterfly, how to bake a cake, or any type of experiments. That's also an example of someone giving you steps on how to do something. Now we're going to look at different examples of books, and I want you to help me determine, is the author trying to answer something, describe something, or explain something? The first one says, what Lake Tahoe looks like in the winter. I think this goes under describe because the author is describing what it looks like in the winter. Let's look at the next one. Ooh, recipes. We just learned this one. Oh, I know. I think this goes under explain. The author gives you steps on how to cook something. So I'll put it under explain. Okay, why do bees have stingers? Oh, this might go under answer because I know that it started off with a question. Now you're going to help me. How a plant grows. What do you guys think? Where should this go under? Can it go under answer? Is it answering a question? Describe, is it describing something with adjectives? Or could it be explain? Is it giving you steps? You're right. it would go under explain because it's going to give you steps on how a plant grows. Good job, guys. All about lemons. All about lemons. Could it go under answer? Is it answering a question? Probably not. How about explain? Is it giving you steps on how to do something? All about lemons? Nah. How about describe? Is it describing something? Yeah, it is describing all about lemons. So let's put it under describe. Good job. Where do bears live? I won't give you any hints for this one because I think you guys got this one. Does it go under answer, describe, or explain? If you said answer, you are correct because it is answering a question. And we know that if it starts off with a question, then it's going to be answering a question. All right, guys. So for the rest of the week, we are going to be focusing on author's purpose. And again, one way to remember author's purpose is lemonade. You got it. A stands for answer. D stands for describe. And E stands for explain. Good job. So for the rest of the week, you are going to be looking at different types of text, and you need to ask yourself, why did the author write this text? Are they answering something, describing something, or explaining something? You can always go back to this video to help you, okay? All right, good luck and have a great week.